it every day, we be grinding. And if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day, we be grinding. And if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. This is volume 19, part 2, the pistol, ace, wing scheme. Today's title is middle field open versus middle field close. And my goal is to get you guys to understand the core principles of this scheme in this 4-minute offense video. Okay, we're not just calling plays. This is calling plays and calling formations with a purpose, calling sets with a purpose. Okay, this is 12 personnel. That means 1 running back, 2 tight ends. The rest are receivers, which is 2. Okay, you can work an ace, which is a tight end on both sides, and then you can fill in a receiver with per tight end, or you can overload it to one of the tight end sides, right? Be mindful of the footnote right here. We are running inside. This is an inside because we're thinking run first in the scheme. All right. Or we can work a wing. You could take those 2 tight ends from the 12 personnel and form a wing like you see right here. You can put that slot receiver in the slot, which is called wing slot, or you can run a regular wing and put that receiver on the wing side. So there's a lot of math equations involved in this scheme, and you get results like this. See, people think that you can just come out and just 4 wide and stuff like that all the time to get the big long plays. But if you break it down, it's 11 on 11 and you cancel each player out. Like right here, it's his 4 versus our 5. Everybody was canceled out. We had the advantage. Now, I didn't know I was going to score a touchdown on this play, but I knew the keys were read properly, and we're going to have a hack for a hack that gave us an advantage to get at least to the second level of the defense. You got to have that in your thought pattern. Like, this is a system. This is a mindset, right? You want to get past the first level of the defense. You got to guarantee yourself to the second level of the defense. It's okay if the third level stops you. This is a 10-yard fight. Get a first down. So as you can see, the next play of the drive that we took is a similar concept. We're running power O to the right, but this time we have a tight end. This is a slot. Instead of wing, we have a slot, but we tried to be slick and have a left guard pulling from the back side to the play side. And if you look at this again, he took a very poor angle because of the user did a good job at reading and reacting and was being patient with our running style. So we said, okay, we're going to come out in the A slot again, but we're going to pass this time because he's waiting on the run. As you can see, I hot routed triangle to a streak because the middle of the field is open. In this scheme, guys, you're going to get a lot of hole shots. As you can see, the middle of the field is open pre-snap, but post-snap, the safeties rocked and rotated to the middle, which left the smash concept on the left side open underneath. And we just went from like progressions, like we were reading the tight end streak, and then we work the smash concept side. We got our yards, and now it's back to 1st and 10, and now it's back to the basics. Think run first. Okay, middle linebacker user. Halfback power O from the A slot. Left guard got round the corner a lot better this time. We got 5 yards. That's what we want. Now we have a second down that's manageable. As you can see, we're switching it up. It's wing this time with the receiver over there. Okay. But in the audibles, our running concept is going the opposite way from where the formation is stacked. Everybody was stacked on the right side, but our audibles are to the left. We had read option weak and halfback counter. See, he think we're doing it again, but we're going to go play action power O. We get our out route. We got a numbers advantage. Oh, I got sacked. See, this team right here, this is the Cleveland Browns. They're heavily invested into the guards. the tackles need a lot of work. They got to do some work on the tackles. Nice. We came out in the same exact set 3 times in a row, and this is what happened. See, that's why the audibles are so crucial. It's middle field open. We have our long, deep, developing running plays and passing plays implemented into the scheme at the line of scrimmage, right? And tight end attack was the right play to call. Even the receiver was open over there on the right side. Left side also, I had a comeback route on the left side. He was open too. But yeah, our first read was the tight end. It's tight end attack. The safety came down. The user went where he went. Somebody was bound to be open. Right? Yeah, this is a system, guy. There's a purpose for calling these plays. Sometimes the score is going to be low. It's going to be slow and methodical. But you just want to win the ball game. It don't matter what the score is. All right. Sometimes you may get arrogant and cocky and want to play by style. All right. Don't get too crazy with it. Stick to the core. Right here, he's thinking halfback stretch to the left. That guy tried to be slick right there. We ran a cell concept. He tried to be slick. He knew. Look, he tried to jump. That's funny as heck. That's funny. He knew he was late on the run because he anticipated halfback stretch to the left. It was just so obvious. But he was like, "Oh no, I'm late. No, he's passing." He tried to jump and it was too late. I had put myself in a good angle. Oh man, this is a disaster. I hate every time I look at this right here. So we picked the ball off and we had him forced into the end zone where there was no space, and we had to work backed up into our own territory after the interception, and that's how he got the safety. So here we go, 19-19, fourth quarter, highly intense game. The momentum is his way, and right now we're just playing hook by crook. That's the mindset. Get what we can get, stick to the core principles, read the keys. All right. You can see I'm running the drive concept because the middle of the field is open. That late post is going to split the two safeties. Pre-snap. Post-snap, the safeties rotated and they rocked and they closed the middle of the field. You can see one safety went down, the other safety closed the middle of the field. And this is the price you're going to pay for predetermining what's going to happen. So kudos to him. Bad play by us. Not a bad play because we didn't force the pick. Neutral play by us, right? We're still fighting. We still have the ball. All right. So I'm assuming he's going to the same thing. And yes, he did. The safety rotated down, one safety rotated up. And when you have middle field closed, because post snap it was middle field closed. When you have middle field closed, you're gonna get one-on-ones on the outside. I don't care if it's man or zone, it's gonna be one-on-ones, and that falls into like the attributes and the one-on-one matchup. Ooh, look at Square. Look at the left receiver. He just whiffed past his man. Tight end attack. You can see the separation on both sides of the receiver. I was actually working the right side, so that's how my vision was that way. My peripheral was with the right, but I could have thrown it to Square also. So yeah, he played bump and run. You can see Square all the way on the other side of the field. He left his man. He got his man by like 6-7 yards. Look at that. I could have thrown it to Square. But yeah, I was looking over there. So yeah, middle field open. You're going to see it open, but you can't just predetermine whether it's going to be that way post snap. Elite users will disguise their behinds off. That was a good game. He tried to come back. Man, that was a run for my money. So yeah, he tried to come back. That was pretty cool. That was pretty good. But we made a better play at the end. Here's the grand finale. This is the real game I wanted to show on the scheme. The Miami Dolphins. Here we go. First play of the drive. You can see he's favoring 5-4. What he don't know is post snap, we're going to pull a guy over. See, he didn't see that. He didn't see our left guard coming over to clean up things on a pull. That was pistol ace slot, halfback power O. And you can see if you pick inside run, most of the runs from these sets, like the counter, power O, dive, slam, read option, weak, read option. They're all giving you a boost when you pick inside run. And then you just play around with the ace and the wing, whether you want to run a 2 tight end on one side, 2 receivers on one side, versus the ace look with the tight ends on separate sides with the receiver or without a receiver per tight end. So it's all the same, it's the same concept, but just different look pre-snap. And yeah, that's the focal point right there. We're just moving pieces around, and we're kind of like disguising our offense, right? And he cannot forget about these receivers. See, this is a run type of formation, but you see the long, deep developing passing concepts. We're splitting the safeties. We're trying to take a whole shot right here. Look at the safeties and look at the whole shot between the corner and the safety. That safety can only play one of those targets. I'm going to automatically put this guy at a level 3 right here, 3-star. We're going to rate him because he just gave me free points. He should have been trying to make that tackle. He could have forced me into 3. He could have forced a fumble on the next play. Who knows? You just never know. But that just shows the mindset. He just feels safe of winning by having the ball last and trying to score. And you can see right here, we're taking whole shots. These are the windows. That's usually between the safeties or between the safeties and corners, right? The windows, the passing windows. If he had tried to fool us like that previous guy and went middle field open pre-snap but closed post-snap, we'd have went to square on the post going all the way across the field, because that right safety would have dropped and closed this route down, right? And we'd have been able to go, or at least take a chance and go past his face, right? So yeah, that was all calculated right there. That was like planned. So yeah, what we do over here pre-snap is calculated based on what the defense gives us. And your rules and your keys will tell you where to go with the football. Right here, we're inside running, so it's just obvious that we're running inside. Every single game I pick inside run because that's what we want to do every drive in this scheme. All right, this is the pistol playbook. If you want to run from the pistol playbook, that's the way to go. But I think if you try to create a custom, you don't get access to some of these sets. You have to get the ones that's built into some of the team's playbook, right? Here you go. 4th quarter, 11 seconds left. Tie game 27-27. I'm running a calculated risk. It's middle field open. I'm not trying to score a touchdown. I would like to if we get the good look, but I'm willing to throw the ball away. Game over. You hear what I said? I was willing to throw the ball away and go to overtime. But based on what we've been doing all game long, we fooled him. See, had I been in a 4 wide set or like 5 wide, he would have been in prevent defense. So he just stayed true to the base. He actually failed for the run as a user. And it's just a long developing deep passing concept with a speech to the receivers splitting the safeties. See, he helped us out, but we kind of forced him by disguising. He was like, man, you know what? He just running the ball. He just trying to go to overtime. Play action with a long developing concept. Got the footwork set. The footwork is key. Footwork is set. Taking steps up in the pocket. Getting more power behind that throw. Putting your foot into it. And that's what happened. Game over. All right, guys. That wraps up Volume 19 Part 2. Get at me in the comments. There is more to come. I'm Coach KK. I'm out, yo.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow.